Hey, John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. I'm still here in Amsterdam. I'm batching up a couple of videos here, trying to be sneaky. But anyway, I thought I would talk about something that is something that has come up several times in my life, has bit me hard in the butt, and I thought that maybe I could share this experience with you and give you some advice that might prevent you from making the same mistakes I have in this area. What I'm talking about today is about doing a favor for a friend, or basically being in a business relationship with a friend, or someone who you're a family member potentially even, but typically this is with a friend. You should know who is doing who a favor. So let me back up a little bit and explain what I'm talking about here. So what I'm talking about is any business transaction at all where you're involved with a friend. So that could be you're buying something from a friend, you're selling something to a friend, right? Whatever it is, money is taking place, some exchange of goods is taking place, and this person is considered a friend. Now, what happens in this situation is that it's not just a standard business transaction. I know everyone thinks that they're an exception and it's different, but typically one or more people involved think that the other person is doing them a favor or they are doing the other person a favor. So let me give you a good example. Let's say, because I've been in a similar situation to this, say I'm a real estate agent, I have my real estate license, okay? And let's say that a friend of mine wants to buy a property. So here's a tricky situation, right? So I, on the side as a real estate agent, I might think, oh, hey, my friend is doing me a favor and he's using me to give me business because he knows that I'm an agent, and instead of going somewhere else, he's doing me a favor. So that's cool. So awesome. Thanks for doing me a favor. And I'm the one who's getting the favor done. I might be thinking, hey, I'm a real estate agent and I'm better than someone else, and I'm going to do my friend a favor, right? So I'm going to help him find this great old house and cut through the BS and make it easy for him. Now, from his role, he could be thinking one of two things as well, right? He could be thinking, oh, John is doing me a favor, so he's probably not going to charge me a commission or give me a refund on the commission, right? So since he's doing me a favor, he's probably not going to charge me anything, and that's great, and I'll be able to get a nice discount. I won't have to pay his full fee. Or he might be thinking, "Oh, I'm doing John a favor by giving him my business, so he should be really happy and appreciate that I'm going to him instead of someone else." Right? So all four of those thinkings are potentially caustic and problem. Right? You can imagine what can happen going wrong with those. Let's take the most extreme of those, right? Let's say that that scenario, this friend of mine thinks that I'm doing him a favor, so I'm going to reduce my rate or give him some kind of bonus on, or not charge a commission or give him my commission or give him some kind of a discount, right? And at the same time, I'm thinking that he's doing me a favor by actually either side there, right? From my thinking, I could say I'm thinking he's either doing me a favor by using me, or that I'm doing him a favor by finding. In fact, probably the worst one is if I think that I'm doing him a favor, right, by just being the kind of cool, smart guy that I am and helping him find a property. So then, when we get down to the deal, and we're doing the deal, and he's thinking that I'm going to offer him a discount, and I'm thinking that he should be paying me actually extra money because I'm such a cool guy and doing such a good favor for him. We're going to have a big, serious problem, right? Because his expectation is that I'm doing him a favor, and so when I don't offer him a discount, he's going to be pissed off, and my expectation is that maybe he's doing me a favor or that I'm doing him a favor, and that's good enough. And so when he asks for a discount, I'm going to be pretty ticked off. So that's typically how it works. It doesn't just work out like this is just a business transaction and we just happen to be friends. It's typically so I would recommend in any kind of those situations, right? And we could apply this to the tech industry, to a startup, to whatever, to even getting a job or something like that, right? Where a coworker, a friend of yours gets you a job at their work or something like that. Is just know who, like, establish up front who's doing who a favor, and leave it like that, right? It's like paying for someone's lunch, right? You go out to eat with your buddy, right? You either like are gonna split the check, or someone is picking up the tab for both, and that has to be known. It has to be determined. You can't just both assume that you're doing each other the favor, or that the other person's doing the favor. And these assumptions, like as silly as this seems, these assumptions are made, right? You make assumptions. They make assumptions. You just have to make those clear. You just have to say, "Hey, am I doing you a favor? Or are you doing me a favor? Hey, what is the deal here? Are you reducing your commission? Are you like getting me extra business? What is going on? What's expected?" And just establish that before you enter into a relationship. Otherwise, that's where business deals go sour between friends. That's where people say you shouldn't do business with friends. And I generally agree, unless you spell things really well out, especially consider what happens when things go wrong, right? Let's say, take that real estate agent, buyer situation where your friend, let's say that, you have a misconception that they didn't do as good of a job for you, or you don't want to use them anymore, or you've got, there's a better deal somewhere else. They're not giving you the best deal, right? They're taking advantage of you. All kinds of things, right? Pricing especially, right? Let's say you're selling something to a friend. They might think that they should be getting a discount. And you realize that discount would be coming right out of your pocket, just like you're giving them cash. You wouldn't do that. But at the same time, you might be thinking that they should pay your price and not ask for a discount, because that's what friends do, right? Two different people in that situation will have different definitions of what friends do. So all that long story just to say, anytime you're in any kind of business deal with a friend, just know who is doing who the favor. That's all. Just establish that up front, or better yet, don't do business deals with friends. Then you'll avoid that situation. All right. Well, hopefully you find this advice helpful. If you do, subscribe to either the YouTube channel or the podcast, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.